This is the Lockpicker 1969, and welcome to my channel, and welcome to this next part 2 of the Cutting Edge video series. I'm presenting knives I picked up right around the time eBay really became a thing. The knives represented here are all made in Pakistan and were sold in sets. They were surprisingly well built, and after 30 plus years have held their edge pretty well. So let me go through these a little bit here. I did carry some of these knives here and there over the years until I got better knives along the way. So they are a little bit beat up and scratched up in some cases. So this one here, very nice handle on it. It's actually very well built. Decent, nice sharp edge. Not sure what solid gen steel is, but definitely so made in Pakistan is on the blade there. Let's see, these are either, it looks like brass that they used for the metal on this knife. It does tend to get tarnish on it, or the the greening of, and I have to clean that up pretty regularly. But ultimately, like right there, little spot. Ultimately, these have held up pretty well over the years. So that's a nice lock blade folding knife, pretty decent size. Here's another one in the same, this set here was purchased as one set. This was another set, and this was a third set that I picked up at the time. This looks like a blade you would use for shaving, and that's pretty sharp, with also a regular blade here. Has some kind of bear hunter stamp on it, but ultimately it's the same type of solid gen stainless. Same kind of handle as this one. This one too gets the greening, or whatever you call it, on the brass that has to be cleaned up on occasion. Another one here. This one also has two blades. They come out either side like that. And I think this one here I did carry as a little pocket knife for a while, as well as this one on the belt. Then finally this small pocket knife, also says Bear Hunter on it. Same type of handle, also very sharp still. This is also a lock blade like the first one. And this little set here, just saw it and picked it up. It was, I can't even recall how much it was anymore, but it had to have been pretty cheap. But this also serves as a like shaving type tool. It does have the lock blade in the back. The red handles is kind of the same material as on the previous set I just showed, but it does have the nice little groove there to have the control with the blade when you're using it. And then a little tiny little pocket knife that came with that one, that essentially has two small blades on it. Same kind of handle. Again, that one has the same problem with the tarnishing. And finally this set here, nice little set, nice beefy pocket knife. It's not a lock blade, but it does come with two rather large blades. They are still very sharp, and it does fit pretty nicely in the hand. It's nicely contoured to get a good grip on it. These types of knives, though, I've learned not to trust them just because they don't have the locking ability. And the last thing you want is a blade this size closing down on your fingers should you knock it against something. But this one here, another one just like that. This is a lock blade, which is nice. Good sharp blade. Nice bluing, or whatever this material is in the handle. I'm not quite sure what this is. Some kind of a acrylic or plastic, or who knows. But like I said, all of these knives were made in Pakistan, so they're actually pretty good quality for that time. And there was a lot of little sets of knives like this out there on eBay at the time when eBay was getting going. And then you got this here with these two blades. So a little bit of scoring on the handle here, but this probably was one that I did carry in my pocket here and there. And last but not least, this little tiny pocket knife. I can get the blades to come out without cutting my fingers here. So there you go. Nice little knife in your hand. These, I just figured I'd mention. At the time, there was a lot of cheap knockoff Swiss Army style knives. At the time, I picked them up relatively cheap. Instantly regretted them when I got them, but they're very cheaply made. The parts that are supposed to go in the end here for like this end, I think, is some kind of a pick for like a toothpick. And I'm not even sure what this was, but this is just probably it's got maybe oxidized in there or something, but it doesn't even want to come out of the handle anymore. So there's this one here with tweezers, and this is probably just a toothpick. Yep. But it has all the typical tools you're used to seeing: corkscrew, Phillips head. It's got a punch, a file, a knife, blade, scissors, which don't even set down in there properly, and there's some other tools in this, including a can opener. But anyways, that's this collection. I'll present more collections soon. Thanks.